Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Amber, and today we are going to propagate things. I have a whole table full of shit. Kind of see that, yeah. So I've been wanting to do this, been really itching to take some cuttings for a while. I've been trying to, do it on film. Content, everything's content. I've been putting it off and putting it off, but I've been wanting to do it. So here we are. We're doing it. Yeah, since it's most in the way, I'm going to be doing my string of hearts. It is very, very large, and it's kind of bare at the top. So it shot out this new vine by itself, which is cool. But let's get some more at the top there, Uh-oh, it's getting tangled. Oh god. Oh good. Okay. I think I want to do shorter sections, but I'm just going to let go. Oh my god, I'm losing leaves already. I'm just gonna do a chop, There we go. A little bit of a haircut. I'm gonna propagate all of this. That's still long, but quite a bit shorter. Oh my gosh, I don't know where to set this thing. I'm gonna set it right here. And I got this big bowl of sphagnum moss, a bunch of containers, and I'm trying to decide what container I want to put these in. I'm kind of thinking I want to put it in this little tiny container I found at a antique store. Same one I got the begonia from. I don't know. Not entirely sure how I want to do this. Do I want to just put sphagnum moss in the bottom and then just shove them in? Or what? Is that too much? That is a lot for this jar. Maybe I'll put this in a different jar where I can like circle it around. Okay, so I have these two jars. This one might be a little small, but the other one's not much bigger. So I do have bigger jars. Yeah, maybe I'll use a big jar. This is a great big jar. So I have this cute jar. It says homemade quality goods, established 1926. But it's like Dolly Parton's collection, so it's obviously not old. But still cute, and it comes with a lid. Good lid. Okay, let's do that. That jar isn't gonna work for this. Let's start by putting a bunch of sphagnum moss in the bottom, and this is very wet sphagnum. We're gonna do that and refluff it. So I haven't actually ever propagated this, so I don't know how well it's gonna go. So you can see in my background there's a little pigeon, and right here is my painting setup. I know I said I was going to like diversify my content and then just continue just making plant videos. Well, I just had a lot of plant shit going on. That's a good amount of moss. Yeah, I just had a lot of plant stuff going on, and I didn't get around to filming any painting stuff yet. I am still doing my 30-day painting challenge. I have not failed at that yet. I think I'll make it at this point. I was really, really nice to myself this year. Okay, so I'm gonna cut some of the ends up into smaller chunks. This vine has a bunch of leafless nodes, so I'm just gonna cut up each node and toss it in. All haphazard and such. But yeah, so what was I saying? I'm gonna make my goal of 30 days, and I have not done 30 paintings, but I decided to be nicer to myself this year and not require myself to finish 30 whole paintings, because that's a lot to ask. Especially because I haven't really painted in like a year. So thought I'd be nice to myself and, you know, not require such a strenuous goal, because I'm really glad to, because I am not finishing paintings in a day at all, not even close. Like the first day I get somewhere and then it looks like shit. It looks like I had just started painting, like it was my very first day or something. Like they're not good paintings. And if you want to follow me, my paintings I post daily. Well, at least during this challenge, I've been posting to my Instagram, which is amber.honor. So really easy. Really easy. And yeah, so go follow me over there if you're interested. I've done some nice paintings, I think, and some less nice paintings, but I've gotten better. It's been a marked improvement. What am I gonna do? Am I just gonna like stick this in here too? I don't know. We're just gonna randomly chop, choppy, chop, chop. This is gonna get wild. If this is not how you do this, let me know. Just looks like a bowl of salad. I just threw them in there. So, I mean, these should brew, because with the lid on, this is going to be 100% humidity. There we go. First one done. What are we going to propagate next? Let's do this guy. This is my Philodendron Hederaceum Brazil. And it's just getting really long, which I want, but it's just in a little tiny cup, and I want to fill this out more. I want a real bushy full plant. Clean my scissors. And get to chopping. This vine's already like growing back up. See, it just turned and started going right back up. And yeah, I'm just gonna cut all of them. Okay, that's what we're left with, plant-wise. I think I want to put it in this cute little jar. And I didn't have all of these vessels. I did a fun thrift shopping day with my kid. And yeah, I found so many cool vessels, like glass jars with lids. I wanted all of them, but I couldn't take all of them, obviously. It's just too much. So I just took the ones that were my favorites. So that's one piece. I'm just going to do a bunch of one leaf cuttings. I'm going to nestle them in here. I might have to do 2 containers. That's fine. This is the top cutting. It already has a little root. Show you. Little root. So this one's going to root really fast. This is probably not the most ideal way to do this, but I just wanted to use the jars, you know? I'm digging it lately. I don't know if any of these are actually antique jars or not, but I don't care either. Still digging it. Oh, I don't know if I can even put the lid on this guy. Maybe I need to put this in a bigger jar. This jar is already like full. My camera flashing numbers. All right, gonna snip, snip, snip. All right, I think you can see me a little bit better. See what I'm doing. So I just cut in between each leaf, and I'm just gonna stick all these in here. we're gonna see what happens. Probably use a little bit more moss too. Yeah, I got all these thrifting and I had a lot of fun going to thrift stores, and there were so many good ones. But I had to restrain myself. I can only handle so many things, you know. Okay, good enough. Good enough. This will also be 100% humidity because it has a nice tight fitting lid. I don't know where I'm going to put all these quite yet, but there we go. We have these too. I don't know if I can get the lid on this one. Maybe I should put some of these tall guys in here. Ugh. There we go. There we go. All good. Okay. Set these over here. Out of the way. And what are we going to do next? I have so many. Okay, I've been dying to cut this one up. We're doing this one. This is my philodendron Eraso Verde. We're just going to chop it up because this guy wants to climb. The internodal spacings are getting really, really long, and the leaves are getting small. So it obviously wants to climb. Every node. Yeah, so I'm just going to cut all this up real quick. Okay, I'm going to leave the bottom of the plant with its original leaf. This leaf is old and sad and tired, but I want to leave it with something. So this bottom part has something to reshoot from. So that's one. Now we have all of these. Ooh, these big guys. Maybe. I wonder if these would be good in here in this jar without the lid, obviously. And we'll just root these guys in. Should we root them in water or perlite? I feel like perlite might be really good for them, but these are too wide to all fit, so I'm going to cut off some of the extra. Okay, there we go. And I think maybe I'll root them in water for a while until I start seeing roots form, and then I will transfer them to perlite later on. Yeah, because otherwise I think they'll probably just get stuck in here. There we go. Yay! I'm happy that's done. And I did want to transfer this guy to perlite. If you can see, let me see if I can show you. Just to focus. You can see all the roots in there. So I've noticed that begonia has a really hard time going from water to soil, and yeah, they just really struggle. So my plan is to try to make it a little bit easier on them, and I'm going to put them in perlite. I think that would be good. If I have enough perlite. I'm getting a little bit low. There, I filled it part way. Oh, the bottom of this is kind of rotted. I'm going to cut it off. The rest look good. Ah! It's all falling different directions. Oh, and this is the begonia something. Lady Vanderwilt, I think. And I have all these stems tied together for stability. So they kind of hold each other up. Works kind of. Pour in some water. That'll make it a little denser, I think. There we go. That compacted it pretty good. Okay. So this begonia is done. Looks okay. So hopefully this will ease the transition to soil. So I'll wait until I start seeing some more roots in here, and then I'll transfer it to soil. I think that might be the route. I'll set this back here. Oh, and I was hoping to plant more stuff in perlite, but I'm almost out. So that isn't gonna happen. Okay, what's next? Probably this scary boy. This is my avocado tree. And while in my last video I said I was gonna chop this side right here, because it's leaning, it just gave me this massive leaf. Look at that. Like, it is really, really happy and big, and it looks amazing. So I'm not going to cut this side yet. I'm going to cut this side because it doesn't look as good. And I'm going to cut it kind of low. I guess I need to find where I should cut it. Where a leaf was, I guess. Maybe here? Hard to tell where it's going to shoot from. Like, I can see there is clearly a leaf there. And this is where I chopped this one last time. There's obviously a leaf here, but it should resprout, right? Right? Scream at me if you know otherwise. Tell me I'm not just killing this poor little tree. I'm gonna cut it right here. Too late. I cut it. Alright, and I would like to propagate this. I don't know if it will, but I'm gonna cut off some of the stem. And I'm gonna stick it in water. Now I have this nice tall container for it. Ooh, that water needs changed. It's gross. But wish it luck. Hopefully the stem just keeps getting bigger and thicker. And once this reshoots, I'm going to cut this side because it's too tall for my shelf at this point. So that was scary and hard to do. Hopefully it works. I'm going to take some cuttings of my Hoya australis because I think I kind of want to start this whole plant over. I think that's where it's headed. So I need to find some top cuttings. Oh, it's reshooting at the bottom. That's cool. Find some top cuttings to go off of. Do a few leaf cuttings. And I'm not going to toss this plant yet, or I don't know if I'm going to ever toss it, but I don't know. It's just not striking my fancy lately. A good end cutting. Trying to do end points that it has the best chance to continue to grow. I think I'm going to do that as a cutting with less fine. I think I might just chop. Yeah. Do that as a cutting. A nice chunk. I have 3 nice chunks, and I think I might. Oh, that might be all I really want out of this plant. Right now, anyway. This looks like an end. Okay, 4. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. Oh, it looks so much worse. So much worse. That's okay. I have all of these cuttings. And sure, why not? We'll do moss. And I'm just going to stick them in here. If the lid fits, yeah, the lid's not fitting. It's not going to fit. But it'll still create. Oh, these are dripping all over the place. It'll kind of create its own humidity, right? Yeah. Lid ain't gonna fit. There. Hoya australis. Propagated. Propagated. I really like how this Tradescantia of some sort is growing. It's really close to a grow light, so it's growing compact and super purple. Because I cut tons of it off right here. So I'm going to maybe, yeah, I'm going to plant these in there. And oh my gosh. Look at those roots. Oh my god, this guy is ready. Yep, it is ready. Okay. I'm gonna pot it in with this guy. Just to make it real full, kind of pretty. But first I have to separate them out from each other. Oh my god, why did I do this to myself? This one. It has become a one. And there are two kinds of Tradescantia in here. I have a cutting of this other one. I think it's like pistachio or something. Okay, that one. Okay, so I'll do I'll find that separately. Oh, look at their sleeve. Put things in the margin. Oh my gosh, this is a tangled mess. All the gloves are having no roots on, so which one has all the roots? Where are all these coming from? This one? I'm making such a mess of my table. Here's what it is. Yeah, maybe I'm just trying to untangle the pistachio one. I don't want that in its own pot. But it has roots. Pistachio. There we go. I'm really tangled. I thought I should my roots. Okay, so this side. Oh, my allergies have been shitty lately. Not that you guys care. Oh my gosh. Look at all the roots on this guy. That pot might be too small. We're gonna cram it all in together anyway. I'm mean like that to my plants. I'm not ready, you know? I'm not ready to up pot it. Let's see, we'll do a little bit of dirt in the bottom. Shove all these in. This is a very full plant. Perfect. Oh gosh, and there's this big one too. It never ends. We got them all in. Ooh, don't jump out. Stop jumping out, dude. Why are you jumping out? Come on. Alright, I think you missed the end of that, but nothing special happened. Just finishing that up, and I like it. Look how good it looks. Look at how nice this looks. It's so full. I'm gonna have to water it like every day now. That's okay. I like it. I like Tradescantia when it's like really full, you know? That one's done. Now we can pot up this guy. Let's see. Do I have a little, we could put it in here. And then I'm gonna cut this guy up and propagate it also after it gets established. After it establishes in here, then I'm gonna cut it and do what I did to the other plant to this. There. Tradescantia pistachio. Cute. But once it establishes, I'm going to cut the ends off and propagate it again because this was just one piece initially, this piece. You can see that's where I cut it first. This is just a piece of my sister's plant that she gave me, so it's pretty. Tradescantia pistachio white. And I got this. This is also part of my plant haul. I got this in May. Okay, so I kind of forgot. I have this adorable greenhouse that I got at Hobby Lobby. Everything else I got at the thrift store, but I couldn't find one of these at the thrift store, so I bought this one. I think it was only $17 or $18, so not bad. This is my Ficus elastica ruby. Maybe. I was contemplating getting rid of this plant, but my husband told me that he actually likes the pop of color, so I'm gonna keep it. Oh well. Because yeah, I wanted the Taneki. I thought it was just like a Sunstress Taneki. Taneki. Turns out it's the ruby. So that's okay. It does add a pop of color. So I'm going to chop the tops of this so it can branch. Right now, look at that one. It's just a long guy. So I'm just going to cut. Let's see. I want the branches will sprout in the direction of the leaf. So I don't want to cut it here because this leaf is going in. I want it to go out. So I'm going to cut it here. Hopefully you can see that. So there's my first cut. I'm sorry, plant. You must branch in there. And I probably shouldn't be doing this right now because it's fall, but I don't care. When I get in the mood to cut stuff up, I get in the mood. So I'm just gonna do it. Just gonna do it. Okay, so I have 4 cuttings, I think, and this is what the plant looks now. Looks like now I can probably put it on a higher shelf because I had to put it on a low shelf because it wasn't fitting anymore, but now it will. Sap. Oy. Okay, and for all the cuttings, oh my god, this is making such a mess. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so I was going to initially put these in perlite. I think I can do 1 in perlite. I'll do that. We'll do no drainage perlite for 1, and the rest are going to go in soil inside that little greenhouse. Because I've noticed in the past that I need lots of humidity to get these to root, because I propagated it before. Not this specific plant, but I've propagated Ficus elastica before. And I'm going to cut off these bottom leaves because I want to plant it deep because it has to fit in the greenhouse. I'm going to cut all these off. Beautiful leaves. I'm going to stick it in there. Fill it up with the last little bit of perlite I have. Guess I need to buy some more. Alright, that's empty. Okay, first cutting done. Oh, this isn't going to fit easily. This might not work as well as I want it to. Maybe you'll put that one in the middle. It has lots of room to spread. Okay, and then I was just going to do the rest in cups of dirt. Yeah, this bottom leaf right here is probably going to die because it's below the soil line, but I wanted to get it deep in the cup, so that's what we're left with. That's 2 cuttings, and I have 2 more. Oh my gosh. Oh, there we go. Scooch in there. I think I'm going to put the last 2 in the same cup because I don't think a 4th cup is going to fit in my little greenhouse. Alright, I'm going to cut that bottom leaf. Might even make that a shorter cutting. There we go. There is milky sap all over my table. Yeah, so these are the smaller of the stems. I think they'll be fine rooting together, and hopefully these make it. I have better luck not in water with ficus. Here is what these 2 look like. So cute and little. And here we have it. They are jam-packed in there. But it'll create high humidity. And I'll probably put them in the window so that they get lots of direct sun, because these guys like a lot of light. So light and humidity, hopefully it does it for them. Let's see, Hunt. What are you doing, buddy? You're cute. Yeah, you're being weird. It's weird, huh, Pidge? It's so weird, huh, Pigeon? Alright, so next I want to pot these 2 linearis together. I think this one might have enough roots. Looks like it. Just barely enough, but enough. I'm calling it. Oh, that has a better root system than I was expecting. It's holding together. gonna stick this in, down in there. All right, this is what we have. This is the Hoya linearis, all the cuttings potted together. I will be taking more cuttings and potting them back in the top again and again and again until I get a nice full plant. But yeah, this is what I expected to get when I ordered it in the first place. All right, so I know I said that that was my last project, but I have a big moss pole. Maybe I'll do that. Okay, I'm gonna do the moss pole off camera because I already have giant mess going in this. Yeah, never mind. Okay, thanks for watching. Give me a comment down in the comment section below. I'd like to hear from you, and have a lovely day. Goodbye.